ஓம் பிரபன்னபாரிஜாதாய தோத்ரவேத்ரைகபாணயே ஞானமுத்ராய கிருஷ்ணாய கீதாமிருததுஹே நமஹ. அவ்யக்தம் வ்யக்திமாபன்னம் மன்யந்தே மாமபுத்தயः பரம் பாவமஜானந்தः மமாவ்யயமனுத்தமம். Bhagavan Sri Krishna is teaching the Ishvara Tattva, particularly the Vijnana Swarupa Brahma. Earlier, we saw his teaching on Jnana. Now, we shall see his teaching on Vijnana. Hope all of you remember, this chapter is called Jnana Vijnana Yoga. In Jnana, he explained that both Para-Prakriti and Apara-Prakriti are his Swarupa or nature. Etad yonini bhutani sarvani tyupadharaya aham kritsnasya jagataha prabhavah pralayas. He explained the nature of Ishvara by explaining the unknown through the known. This method of explaining is termed as Tatastha Lakshana. Taking the example of our experience and explaining the pure consciousness as a source of such experience is one way to understand. In reality, Bhagavan is not independent of the Atma. He commences his teaching about the oneness of the real nature of the devotee and himself. The teaching of this shloka is very subtle. We need to observe it attentively. Abuddhayaha mam vyaktimapannam manyante. Abuddhayaha means those who do not apply their discriminative power properly. If we have not learned the scriptures in a proper way, it is bound to cause some confusion in our mind. Abuddhayaha means lack of capacity to apply the intelligence to understand things clearly in the right perspective. That's why we say that the intelligence needs anugraha, blessings. Only by doing punya, the intelligence develops viveka shakti, the discriminative power. Only then we are able to understand some subtle facts. Mam means me. Vyaktimapannam manyante. Understand me as limited to a form. In reality, I am not bound by any form. Avyaktam means Bhagavan cannot be perceived by the senses and the mind. Only if taught in a proper manner can one understand this. Vyaktam means perceivable. Avyaktam means one which cannot be perceived by the senses and the mind. It is not possible to understand Bhagavan, who has become all the worlds through our five senses. In the next line he says, Mama avyayam anuttamam parambhavam ajanantaha abuddhayaha janaha. Anuttamam, incomparable. Avyayam, unchanging, not subject to modifications. Parambhavam, superior nature. People consider the one with unchanging superior nature, the one who is unmanifested, as a manifested form. People think that Bhagavan is present only in a particular form. In reality, Bhagavan is without form, unchanging, incomparable, and never leaves his superior nature. Immature people with low intelligence misunderstand God to be manifest in a particular form. However, scriptures do not restrict us from worshipping God in a particular form. Just now, Bhagavan spoke about people worshipping specific devatas. In reality, Bhagavan has no name or form. Saint Manikyavachaka in Thiruvachakam mentions that we worship Bhagavan who has no name or form with 1,000 names. We can add with 1,000 forms. He is the pure consciousness who is the source of all names and forms. Only those with mature intelligence and knowledge can understand this. So, the shloka explains Bhagavan as the formless, Atma Tattva, Vijnana Swarupa, the principle of Atma and the ultimate knowledge. Further explanation on this subject follows in the coming shlokas. May God bless us to understand the shloka deeply and to study the following shlokas. Avyaktam vyaktimapannam manyante mama buddhayah param bhavamajanantaha mamavyayamanutamam. My prayerful blessings and best wishes to all of you. Hari Om.